is a chilly day.
I don't know if we're live yet. I don't see anything happening yet.
Why we're not? It is a chilly day.
So we are supposed to be live, guys. Hopefully we are. I can't see the video yet, so
Same.
maybe a little delayed. It says upcoming. Rebecca, how are you today? Hopefully you can see us right now.
There we go. Hi, Rebecca.
There, perfect. So we decided to come back in the shop again today and do our video by the fire. So let me see.
Hi, Robbie and Sonia.
Hi guys. I want to get away from the fire a little bit.
Are you kidding?
It's warm on the side that's near it.
It is not exactly snowing. No, it pretty much thawed out, but we did have some like little freezing rain drops today. It was kind of a frozen snow.
Yeah, I did film a video today. Hopefully, I think it is supposed to go out at midnight tonight, and you'll see that we ended up with 14 inches of snow last weekend. And Cindy thinks you want to see me. I don't think you do. Anyway,
half of you.
We ended up with 14 inches of snow, and it is gone. It's green grass. Now we did get some ice pellets, freezing rain earlier, but
I was telling him it was so depressing. Like 2 days after the snow, everything was melting really nicely. I could hear the birds chirping, and it felt like spring. And then I reminded myself, it's just starting.
Yeah.
Winter is just starting. It's not even winter yet.
It's just the beginning. So
the birds really tricked my senses.
Yeah, it's wishful thinking, right? We just hope that it's an easy winter.
I don't think so.
They're calling for some pretty bad winter actually, but we'll see. I don't know how they can actually tell yes or no or whatever. I don't know.
No, but when all the ways they used to tell, they all agree. It's kind of like, okay.
If they're right for once, that'd be once. Anyway.
Yeah, the actual weather people, yeah.
78 degrees, Robbie. That is pretty darn nice. I think I've got the garage now up to 11 degrees, so I'm not sure what the temperature is outside. I've had the fire on pretty much all day, so it must be pretty chilly out there. Yeah. Rebecca, how are you? So, not a lot going on this weekend, guys. I did get to the big box hardware store. I bought 25 sheets of OSB, which you'll see in the video I'm putting out later today. That is to protect some of our birds, quite a few of our birds, but you'll have to watch that video and check that out. Anyway, we got quite a few people on right now, and guys, if you're tuning in and it's your first time here, we'd love to know where you are watching from in the world. Let us know your name. Hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. We're in Canada, Southwestern Ontario. It's pretty darn cold outside. We don't have any snow at the moment, but it's cool enough that we want to be by the fire. So
I'm about as close as I can get without burning myself, and this half of me is still cold.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully we'll get some interaction. So oh yeah, that is pretty. Yeah, they wouldn't be moving as much, eh, Robbie? It's a little too warm still. But hopefully it works out for you. I saw Jack was out in the blind. He had a live setup. I don't know how he made out, but hopefully he did okay.
So you accomplished something today that we shall see in the video.
Yeah.
I got almost nothing done.
Well, I can't say I did much. Yesterday we had a great day. We had a family day, and so instead of getting anything done around here, which would have been nice, but it was still nice to go out. We had the theaters in our area, Cineplex, Odeon, and I believe that they're owned by Universal. But anyway, they had a community day, and you had 4. If you went to the movies in the morning, I think between what, 10 and 11 basically is when they were airing these movies.
Yes.
You had 4 to choose from, and they were free. And you also got, each child got, I think it was nine tokens to play the arcade games and things like that. And Cindy splurged a little bit, got some popcorn because they did have
It was a good deal.
a deal on popcorn. And I think every $1 from each purchase went to
The Boys and Girls Club.
the Boys and Girls Club. So it was a nice day. We went and we saw Minions: The Rise of Gru, which was one I don't think any of us had seen yet. So it was that was a bonus. But it was a good time.
Yeah, he said he was hoping the kids would choose the Minions movie.
I actually was. I won't lie. Out of the 4 movies, I was hoping that they would choose the Minions because I like the Minions.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. That we got more ice pellets falling and hitting the tin roof here. But
Yeah, what was it? Sing 2, The Wild Robot, the Minions, and one other to choose from.
yeah, but it was a good time, and we really appreciate the theaters doing that, giving us the opportunity to go out and enjoy ourselves and not actually spend much money. So it was really cool.
I look forward to doing that again. And once in a while, they also have, or is it every Saturday? I don't know. They have family movies where they, again, play older movies for a discounted price. So
Yeah.
we take advantage of that once in a while.
Once in a while, we do that because you get, you know, when you go on for about $4 a person. Well, I mean, there's 6 of us, right? We have to be smart about it. So Robbie says that Jack hasn't got a deer yet, so hopefully he will. Hopefully it works out for him. The only way I'm going to get one this year is if I accidentally hit one, but
That's
and
okay.
I don't really want to do that. So. Don't mind me. I'm just enjoying some hot coffee to go along with the fire here because you can't see it, but I have my coat on my legs to try to maintain some heat here.
I can't believe you have a T-shirt.
Well, I mean, I could have put a sweater on, I guess. I hadn't really planned for it. We're really enjoying having the stove. So,
Hello, Total Tech. Simple life is good life. Yes.
Total Tech, welcome in. We appreciate you joining us today. What's Robbie saying here?
Think about hitting a deer.
Oh, you know what? What was it, about 3 or 4 months ago? I came very close. I skimmed one with the front of my truck on the passenger side, and when I say skimmed one, I was pulling hair out of the bumper, but I didn't actually take the deer down. It kept on going, so that was good for the deer. Pushed my bumper in maybe about a ½ inch, but you can't really tell. I mean, I know because it happened when I was driving. But thanks, Total Tech. It's here in my shop. Unfortunately, the shop itself is not really insulated, but it gives us enough heat if we're sitting right close to it. It's kind of a nice change rather than sitting in the house doing our live today. It's pretty cold outside, so. And even in the shop here, it's only up to. I've had the stove on all day, and it's still only 11 degrees Celsius. So
Maybe insulating will be a project for next year.
yeah, one of these days I will spend some money on the interior. I mean, some of these walls back here that you can see, that are panel, they do have some insulation. The ceiling is wide open to a tin roof, and even the insulation that's in this old building, it's pretty beat up and saggy and stuff like that. I mean, if you put a hole in the wall, it's just that real crappy old stuff. Eventually, I would like to pull it all down and put a good what's it called, rockwool, so that the rodents don't like it, you know, and you don't have as much issue with moisture and things like that. Because before I do any of that, I do need to spend some money on the roof because unfortunately there are some leaks in here. So. Farm All in Fords, welcome in. Thanks for joining us again today. We really do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So I'll give you a chance to talk. I feel like I just keep taking the show.
Well, you're the one who accomplished something. I have done almost nothing. I don't know where the time went. I cut around to a little bit of everything and don't get anything completely done. So, yeah.
Well, there's always stuff to do, right?
Oh, there's always.
Cindy's always cleaning up after the rest of us, and
Oh.
I mean, it's a. I don't think I make a huge mess, but maybe I do. Maybe I don't realize it. So you'll see above Cindy's head that we have a TV hanging on the wall now. That was a giveaway. I just happened to get lucky. Somebody in a town not too far away from here was giving stuff away. We always watch those, buy nothing sites because you just never know. There's a lot of people that just like to get rid of stuff. And so that's a nice, I think it was a 40-inch TV. I decided to buy a mount for the wall, which I picked up at a Princess Auto, which I think I said last weekend, it's a lot like a Harbor Freight type of thing here in Canada. So for $25, I got a decent TV on the wall. So when I get kicked out to the shop, it's not.
I was gonna say he's making it more and more cozy in here.
If it was insulated, I'd probably never be in the house. Anyway,
Rebecca, that's so sweet.
Total Tech wants to know what's the plan for Christmas dinner on the homestead.
Good question. Not sure. Freezers are full, but it'll either be chicken or turkey, probably.
Yeah, probably one of those, or possibly. Well, actually, this is kind of funny. I'm gonna talk about something. A meal we had last week.
Okay, I can't think.
It was Cindy. Cindy made us a fantastic dish. She tried to fool me, but not intentionally. We thought we were having chicken, and I said to her, I don't recognize this cut of meat, and it was covered in cheese and things like that. So it was nicely done. And I said to her, "Are you sure? Are you sure this is chicken and not rabbit?" Nope, it's chicken.
I didn't label the bag. It looked like chicken breast.
No, it didn't. It looked like rabbit back. We had chopped them up into pieces, and what we tend to do a lot of times is we keep the sections of the rabbit that we like to cook up, and then the rest of it we are grinding up into for ground meat. And I think that's what happened. I think these were rabbit backs, like that loin area. Anyway, it was good. It just was not chicken. But so to answer your question, Total Tech, I don't know what it'll be. It could be a surprise.
It won't be rabbit. It'll either be a whole chicken or a whole turkey or.
Oh, Rebecca, that would be pretty sweet. But yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. But anyway, it'll probably be some sort of meat. We tend to.
Oh, definitely.
We tend to well. Not everybody in the house. I'm as strict carnivore as I can be, unless there's just nothing else to eat and I need something. Where Cindy and the kids are more of a ketovore situation, so we do have a few vegetables that we still usually cook up and have with our meal. But for the most part, it'll probably be some sort of meat.
And speaking of meats, in this last week, I've taken brisket that we bought at the store that I wasn't thrilled with because it was way too fatty for the way we were cooking it. And Bert had a really good idea to use meat grinder, make it ground beef, which is something that we will use all the time for many reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
And it turned out really good.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we bought this brisket on a very, very good sale. It wasn't. It's not as expensive of a ground meat as it sounds like it is, but it was good use of it because we found that the kids didn't like to eat it, and Cindy didn't like to eat it because of all the fat. And honestly, when it was hot, I didn't care for eating the fat that way either. I preferred to eat it cold. It almost seemed like lunch meat that way. But anyway, it turned out very well, ground up.
I love ground beef.
Yeah, it's just much more versatile. So the first thing we did that night is I had a nice plate of seasoned ground meat covered in about 2 or 3 eggs and made a heck of a meal. So that was, I enjoy that kind of a meal. So
yeah, it worked out. Almost all the children loved it. We have some that are just too picky to try, but hopefully they'll get around to it.
Yeah, and they get tired of eggs. We eat a lot of eggs here, guys.
Yeah, we do. So many eggs.
We sell a lot of eggs, but we eat a lot of eggs. And I probably go through minimum 3 to 4 eggs a day just myself.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind.
No, I like eggs, and sometimes I'll have probably twice that many. It just depends.
But the rest of us get sick of it after a while.
Especially if you had a nice spicy cheese in there or something. That seems to really make it better. Yeah, you know what? We haven't tried smoked brisket. We don't have a smoker. I should try figuring out if I can make one. I've looked at buying them, but I don't like to buy anything that causes more expense. And everything I look at, I guess you can get the electric ones, but some of them take like pellets or something like that, or some kind of wood pieces. But anyway, I don't want to spend money on top of money. So, yeah.
Yeah, we normally just do it in the slow cooker.
Oh, putty cat. That's exactly how I feel. I love bacon grease.
Hi, putty cat.
I cook everything that I eat, at least everything. I think for the most part we all do. Everything we eat, we cook in either bacon grease or tallow. Not too many. We avoid seed oils totally. I mean,
a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil.
Once in a while, but even that I avoid if I'm cooking. So
if I'm
try
cooking,
to go as natural as possible. Yeah, if Cindy's cooking, I get what I get, like she said. But I like to try to stay as healthy as I can as far as eating.
Yeah, we're coming up on almost a year of Bert being keto.
Yeah, so I managed to keep that weight off. So I'm still down. What is it, like 70? Lose track, but somewhere close to 70 pounds, around 70 pounds. I'd like to lose a bit more, but I really can't complain. I don't exercise or anything like that. Just the work I do around home. So eating that way works for me. And I got all my blood levels where they were supposed to be. Like I said, I think I've talked about this in the past. So my cholesterol, my sugar, everything went right back to optimal. So for me, it works. 80 degrees. Yeah, I really do miss going to Florida, Putty Cat. I won't lie. I used to enjoy that a lot. And someday I hope we can do that again. Anymore, when we do get away, the best we've managed to do is Tennessee. Not that we don't like Tennessee, we like it a lot.
Tennessee.
I always thought I'd love to go to Texas and check that out. Have some barbecue and enjoy those features of that part of the country. I'd have to, of course, stop and see Robbie way down south there too, and enjoy some of the weather there. But
yeah, especially on days like today, that's very tempting.
Yeah.
You can hear the ice pellet snow falling on the tin roof.
Yeah, I do not like the winter, not at all. Yeah, I like all the southern states. I won't lie. I'm very partial to it. If for some reason I was to move to the States, I would probably end up somewhere in a southern state, just because that is my preference for when I'm traveling. I enjoy the people and I enjoy the area. Killer X 1911, love our videos. Wow, thank you so much.
Thanks for joining in.
Really do appreciate that, and thank you for joining us and commenting on our live here. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful here in Canada too. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's beautiful here too, and there's so much to see. I like warm. I like to be warm, not hot, just warm. I mean, I suppose a Caribbean country would be just as nice. Someplace where it's like 20, 25 degrees all the time, ocean breeze, or maybe the Azores, someplace like that.
Right? Did you guys hear that?
I'm gonna stop talking for a minute. See if you guys can hear the ice hitting the roof. It's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah. Even just the sound is cold.
Sir, ma'am, and y'all. Yes.
I love y'all. And all y'all.
Yeah. Sweet tea. Oh no. Can't have that sweet tea. It's not on my list. You can hear it even when we're talking. Oh wow. Yeah. I have to cut out those A's. And what do you guys think we say? We don't, but you think we do? A boot?
Oot and a boot.
Oot and a boot. I don't know where that comes from, guys. I don't think I sound like that. Hopefully I don't.
I would say if anybody talks that way, it's a really tiny minority.
Maybe.
I've never heard anybody actually say that.
No, at least we don't think so. But of course we don't know, right? We don't hear it.
Sometimes we watch a video and it's like, how do you place that accent? It's tough.
It's funny because Cindy and I were just talking about this last weekend because we have a gentleman that just started where I work who is from the same town actually that I was born in out east in Nova Scotia. Anyway, he had said some words where I heard the letter and I heard it in a way that I hadn't heard it in a very long time because he was saying the H as a H and getting a little louder.
Now we have to talk louder.
Anyway, he just kind of reminded me because when I first moved to Ontario, just to kind of give you an idea, as a young school kid, my teachers kept making me repeat myself, and I never understood why they were making me say things over and over again because I couldn't hear the difference. But apparently, the way I spoke as a young child wasn't correct in their eyes, right? Because I had a very Eastern upbringing at that point in time. And some of the words I said were wrong, I suppose. Not wrong, but wrong in proper English. And I used to get corrected and have to repeat things over and over again. It was very embarrassing because I could never hear. I would repeat it and I would never know why I was being made to say it over and over again because I couldn't hear what I was saying wrong. So again, maybe we say a boot and don't know it.
And it's almost the opposite for me. I went from Ontario to Nova Scotia, volunteered in school, and the kids sang the alphabet and they would say H when they got to the H. And I was like, the first time I heard it, I was like, what's going on here? Like, why is everybody saying it like this? Now it just drives me nuts.
So we have, I want to get caught up here.
Yeah.
You do say a few things with a typical Canadian accent.
I'm curious.
I would not talk, Robbie. I would not talk.
I love the Southern accent. But if you know specifically, I'd be curious to hear what those things are. Hello, Musgrave Family Farm.
Yes, Musgrave. Welcome in.
Sauna.
Sauna. What's wrong with sauna?
I don't know.
I don't know. Am I saying it wrong? Anyway. Killer X.
So
It's coming down hard in London, so you are not very far from us.
And yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah.
We got ours.
We got nailed last weekend. Now, I shouldn't say that because London did turn around and get
Did they get it too?
a little bit as well. I don't think as badly as we did, but we did. Where I work is kind of halfway between London and where I live. And the first, when we got nailed really hard, like I said, with that 14 inches, guys, there was a lot of people that didn't make it to work that day. I did until I got home. I got stuck in my laneway. Hopefully, and thankfully, I got home, but I did get stuck. And then the next night, it went the other way and hit the city of London and that vicinity. And we had a lot of calls for that direction. Now, it sounds like today they're getting it, and we are fortunately not, but we are getting the freezing rain aspect of it. You said sauna the way I say it. I think sauna. Oh, sauna. Well, Finnish or Eastern. I would also say if you went to the East Coast, you might get more of that accent type thing in there. That sort of accent. It's very diversified, right? Like if you go any part of Canada, even Northern Ontario, north from where we are, you will hear a different accent.
Mm-hmm. So Pretty Cat says in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan they say sauna.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that because that is quite a bit further north than we are even. So.
Robbie, I didn't realize how southern I was until I started doing YouTube. I love your accent, Robbie.
Oh, you guys are awesome. It's for me, because of my experiences traveling south, it's a warm thing for me. I don't know how to But
Hospitable, friendly.
yeah, the hospital friendly, I've had some pretty positive experiences when I was traveling, especially, like I said, in the southern parts. Maybe not so much in the northern parts, but I always
bad experiences.
I always try to get through those real quick.
You're talking cities.
I'm talking like Detroit and things like that. Places where I don't belong.
You don't belong anywhere there. You belong safe
Yes.
in a boot.
Yes, you're right, Pussycat. Toronto is very multicultural and Montreal extremely. We actually went to Montreal when we had 2 kids, not 4, and stayed in the old part of Montreal. And
probably like 10 years ago now.
Really did enjoy ourselves. I mean, it's nice to, when you go to Quebec now as opposed to years ago, people, because there is a very, not as much, I want to say not as much, I want to choose my words carefully. There was a large divide, right, between the English and the French, because we are supposed to be a bilingual country. But I won't lie to you, my French is very, very basic, very basic. I have relatives that speak it well, but mine is poor. But in my defense, I live in an area where you never hear it, and people very seldom speak it. I don't know, Sydney might be more fluent than I am, but not very. But Sydney's fortunate in the sense that she knows the Portuguese language. She doesn't speak it much, but she understands it. So when we're near anybody with Spanish or some type of French language, she can usually pick out what's being said because of the comparison, like the nature of the root of the language. Niagara Falls, yeah.
Nice.
I avoid it. We've been numerous times, but because it's only, for us guys, it's only maybe 2.5 hours away, 2.5 hours, maybe, not even maybe.
You get spoiled when you're near one of those wonders of the world.
Yeah, it's true, right? You take for granted what's around you, and
like people travel from Asia and stuff to go see.
You see all the buses of people.
We drive by and we're like, oh.
Yeah, there it is. There's the big waterfall.
Yeah.
But but then I sit here and go, wow, it'd be really cool to go down and see the Grand Canyon. Or
and I'm sure nearby they go, oh,
if you live there, you're probably like, yeah, there's that hole that big hole. Anyway.
Well, the Niagara Falls, the falls itself is lovely, but the area is very commercialized. Like you get like Ripley's museums and all these places to spend money. And it's okay.
I was reading Pussycat's comment, so yeah, that's what the extent of my French and Spanish as well. Pussycat, I can probably ask where the bathroom is, and
that's pretty good.
Right, just the basics, just the essentials.
That's all you need. Some charades,
some charades,
a few essential words.
Yeah.
Do
the Pepto-Bismol dance. Anyway.
Yes, very touristy.
Yes, very. Yeah, casinos change everything, right? They do.
That's right. Falls View Casino.
Yeah.
We've never been, but I do see like concerts advertised there and stuff.
Yeah, they seem to get some pretty good shows. But yeah, I'm not. Never used to bother me, but I'm really not one for crowds anymore. I think city's rubbing off on me. So it's not that you guys probably know, you can probably tell I'm fairly social, but as I get older, yeah, less and less for the big crowds and anything to do with cities and stoplights and
shoulder to shoulder with people at all.
Right.
You took a year of French in high school and a semester in college. That's pretty good. I found it hard. We took it like from grade 3 through high school, and then I found college pretty tough. Yeah,
here we had to take it in public school right up through, and then you had to take it 1 year in high school.
You still only know how to ask what's your name and where's the bathroom.
Yeah, you had the option. Like my oldest daughter, I have one that's 30, 31. She went to French immersion all through public school, all through high school, and even went into university and did her degrees in French. So she's well situated for a government job, and actually she does have a government job of sorts. So it's worked out well for her. But language was not my strong point. I prefer numbers.
I agree. I think the Asian language would be tough.
I can't imagine.
It's a whole different alphabet, or if they call it an alphabet. I don't know.
Yeah, like everything is different. I can't imagine even. I don't lie though. I'm envious of anybody that can pick up languages. People that learn multiple languages, I'm always just in awe. But I think the best way to learn really is to be immersed in something where you don't really have a choice. I tried to tell Cindy she should do that with me, but she doesn't.
Well, I think you could learn some stuff because our oldest has picked up quite a bit.
Yeah, she always has grandma teaching her Portuguese words. And
yeah, full sentences.
Yeah.
Does very well. We're proud.
Yes, we are. Je m'appelle Robbie. Comment t'appelles tu, Robbie? Anyway. It's cool. It's cool. So now how does it work in the US? Do you guys do a lot of Spanish in school? Is that a requirement or is it just an option? Just curious.
Because it's my understanding that that's more your second language, unofficial.
Unofficial, maybe second language, but I mean, really, when you get into that southern part of the states, I'm thinking it's probably pretty handy.
Absolutely.
Oh. I need to adjust my coat over my legs. My back's not bad, but
It's chilly.
it's definitely cool.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do our lives in the garage when winter really hits.
Yeah, we may have to move back to the house.
As cozy as it is.
Yeah. This way, if you get bored of hearing me talk, you can look at the flames, you see, but, well, you know. So, what else have we not done this year?
Really says we have the choice of French or Spanish.
French or Spanish, okay.
Hello, Madeline. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, welcome in.
Or
Hello.
is it Madeline? Correct my pronunciation.
You like French. Now, is it the proper French?
What's the proper French?
I only joke about that because if you go to Quebec here in Canada, it's a different French than you speak in France. So
kind of like English.
Yeah. So I'm just, that's why I'm asking. Equality News Network, welcome in.
Hi, Tommy.
How are you today? And how warm is it in Texas? Madeline, whereabouts are you? If you're still with us, just curious which part of the world you're tuning in from. Don't have to give us your actual town. Just where
Don't need your address.
Don't need your address. If you're even there still, we're just curious.
So you asked me, sorry, before what we still have to accomplish this week?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, but I don't want to talk too much about it because it is coming out in that video. Upper 80s, maybe even into the 90s. Ooh.
Jealous.
Yes. I would take that. Yeah.
No worries about the cabs.
No, absolutely. We know you're not yelling at us.
So this week I'm going to tackle the rest of the brisket.
Oh yeah.
Grind it up, make some freezer space.
So I don't know if we should give away. We might want to consider giving away some of those tubers, the artichoke.
Oh yeah, sure, we'll have tons.
Yeah, because we're going to have quite a forest next year.
I want one of my raised beds back because we put them in 2 separate raised beds and we don't really use that many.
So what we're talking about is the Jerusalem artichoke that we grew. We started with 2 tubers, as you guys may have seen in our previous videos. We tried and failed poorly to preserve these tubers because they're supposed to be quite healthy for you. You just have to adjust, obviously, because they can cause a lot of flatulence. But they are supposed to be good. So anyway, we thought we would preserve them. We put them in sand and buckets, and they still decayed, and yeah, it didn't work. So from what I've read, you either have to ferment them or leave them in the ground, kind of like carrots, things like that, and dig them out when you actually want to use them. But like I said, we started with 2, and those 2 that we started with gave us how many 5-gallon pails?
4 buckets, I think.
I think it was like 4 or 5-gallon pails full of little tubers, like little, almost like little, they almost look like ginger.
Ginger, yeah.
They remind me of ginger. But anyway, so anyway, we started with 2, got those 4 5-gallon pails, and then last year we replanted, and this year everything came up beautifully again, but we have not dug anything out. And if we leave them, I can't imagine how much more they're going to multiply. It would probably be pretty insane. So we should probably try to give some away to anybody that wants to try them. And we gave some away last year for people to plant. They're best to be planted in a contained situation because they will spread.
Which is what we've tried to do.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any pop up outside of it.
No, and we were successful. But now, like Cindy said, she doesn't want to occupy 2 raised beds with it. They're very pretty though, guys. In case you don't have them or have never had them, they're a member of the sunflower family, so they get beautiful little yellow flowers on them, but they come late in the year.
They come late and they don't last long.
But
yeah,
so if you
I'd
want
like to get
some,
one back.
you have to make the trip wherever you live.
Gotta cross that border.
You gotta come and stop in, and we'll throw some at you. But
Definitely.
yeah, we'll give you some. But anyway, like Rebecca said, it costs too much to mail stuff, and I don't imagine they would probably survive.
Or be allowed.
Or be able, oh yeah, there's that too,
Yeah.
right? There is that too. We'd have to somehow hide them into something. Anyway.
Okay, too many plans. Yes, Jerusalem artichokes.
Jerusalem artichokes, yeah. Because that invisible little border that we have, apparently some things can't go back and forth.
They do have other names, sunchokes, and I don't know what else, but yeah.
Yeah. But the proper name, I think, is Jerusalem artichoke. And, or fartichoke.
Yeah, that's the property.
Yeah, that's not the proper name, but that's what I call them.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a neat experiment, but we went from 2 to easily 200, and
Yeah.
now I can only imagine.
Yeah.
The only reason that we wouldn't have 1,000,000 now is because they are contained, so there's only so much they can grow.
True.
But it'd be crazy. When we dug up one of them,
Yeah, you get shovels full.
You can see it in the video, but it's just
Yeah,
if
you don't know what we're talking about, go back and look for our video, and you can easily pick it up by the thumbnail, and it'd be well worth checking that out.
Mm-hmm.
John, how are you, bud?
Hey, John.
Good to see you again. I imagine it's a little cooler where you're at too, John. I'm assuming.
Hopefully not quite this cool.
So my tractor part, I think I know I talked about it in the video that I did today, but my tractor part, I've got the steering box back in, guys, but the company, and the reason it made me think of this is John jumping on here, because over there in Illinois is where my tractor part's coming from. But they accidentally did not send me my pitman arm on the steering box. So I've got the box back on. I could probably do everything else. I could put the tank back in and et cetera, put things back together. But
I didn't hear it, but that's funny. Was it?
I
me
did
or
not.
him?
You're making that up.
Which one of us was it?
Who said what? Was it Cindy? Oh, Cindy. No, I'm kidding. It was probably me because I'm the one that does all the talking.
Oh, there's that.
But anyway,
Glad it was nice out today, John.
yeah,
Yesterday we had a nice day. Today we're paying for it.
yes, yeah. But, and unfortunately, yesterday was not unfortunately, yesterday was our family day and we got out and enjoyed it. But today I did get some work done for a couple hours this morning before this crap started again.
The temperature changed a lot because yesterday evening it was nice enough that I took the kids outside without a coat or anything after dark because it had rained a little bit and it was warm, and so all the earthworms were out. So I took them to show them with a flashlight how they're, as soon as you flash the light on it, earth like moves because all the worms go into the ground hiding. It's kind of neat.
Robbie says it was me.
Of course it was you.
I don't know what I did, but anyway, I don't think I said anything.
Say it now.
What, out? I think I said out. Maybe I said you. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm getting self-conscious. Anyway, Putty Cat says that Chat GPT says you probably cannot ship artichokes from Canada to the USA because of that invisible line. I like to make fun of that, but anyway, I get it. You're not, I mean,
Yeah.
But at the same time, makes you wonder why, right? We import things from who knows where, like bananas and things like that, but
I bet a professional baseball player could just throw one over the border.
right?
At the bridge.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, before actually the weather started to turn, we were down at the bridge at Port Huron and Sarnia, and we were watching the windsurfers and things like that going back and forth. I mean, it's a very short distance, right? Like you basically watch
they
these
could
guys.
easily just toss something from side to side.
Right. They're just basically going from country to country, back and forth, back and forth. Of course, they don't go up on land, but it's just funny when you think about how close we are, even though there's water there. I mean, I get that majority of the country, maybe not majority, but probably 3/4 of it, it's just a line in the sand, but or actually it's in the bush. If you look from an aerial shot, it's a line cut in the bush. But it's neat to see it going on. But anyway, I get sidetracked easy, guys. I just go from one thought to the next.
Wow, you were very productive, Tommy. That's good for you.
That's what happens when it's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Although I have to assume when it's that warm all the time, you must get more showers and stuff, right? Like I assume. Or do you go a long time without rain?
Robbie says it wasn't a straight out oot. It was just a hint of it.
A hint. You all don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I wish I could hear it.
Yeah. It's different, right? Because you don't. I'm sure there's a lot more than just that we probably have little differences. I mean, when I listen in, like Robbie said, it's like a whole different language.
I don't think you're much for an A, though. You don't do a lot of A.
I don't say that a lot. I don't think I do anyway. Well, actually, what I say a lot is anyway. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not
I'm not
an
sure
accent
why.
sort of thing.
No, it's not. It's a habit. It's something I do.
Yeah, everyone has something.
Oh well. It's staying nice and toasty here. It hasn't rained here in quite a while. They're saying we're supposed to get 2.5 inches or more between Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So that'll be welcomed,
I was going to say, is it needed or is it not too bad there?
Do you guys have stuff growing there all year? I would assume.
I have to wonder that too. I noticed, Robbie, when I was watching some of your videos, even though you had that heavy frost the one day, your flower beds were still blooming. And I was kind of like, huh. Delighted Acres Farm, welcome in.
Thank you for joining us.
How are you all doing?
Y'all? I love it. That's probably one of my favorite words is y'all. I just love it.
That's right, Putty Cat. That's what it is too. Killer says, I looked at having a wood stove in my house, and my brother told me it would be hard to find a broker. Yeah. I believe that.
That's why this is here, partly.
Yeah, we don't have one in the house either. And I haven't really told the insurance company, I won't lie to you. I haven't told them I have this here, and I really don't care if they know or not. I kind of.
It's none of their business.
Right? It's none of their business.
If the garage burns down,
if it burns down, I guess
with
I'm probably
papers
going to
ourselves.
rebuild it myself anyway. It's unfortunate, but I don't know.
We have propane ourselves. We don't have natural gas here, but propane works well.
Yeah, we can't complain. We did spend a good chunk of money when we first moved into our house, putting insulation in. We had the whole basement foamed. We had part of the attic foamed, and we had insulation blown in. So we get a tank of propane. And then we have a large tank. I won't say it's a small tank. I forget what size. But we fill our large tank once a year, and that does us for our cooking and our heating. So I think it doesn't work out to a pile of money. I can't even remember what I figured it out to the one time. I want to say it's maybe, I don't even think it's $200 a month, and that's including the rental of the tank, because the tank itself costs us $300 and some odd dollars a year, $366 or something like that. It would be nice just to have the gas available, but we don't.
It's kind of nice to have the propane though as well, because we have it. It's on our property. There's no cutting it off. It's just there. It's already paid for. It's in the tank.
Yeah.
I like that.
Snow last week just north of Atlanta. That is one neck of the woods I don't care to have to drive through. Done that a few times.
75 degrees Fahrenheit in central Oklahoma. Sounds nice.
Killer X is going to keep my secret. Excellent. Yeah, just a trace. I can imagine. I'd gone in the many years that I did go south. I'd always leave in February, and it'd be funny. We'd be buried in snow here. There'd be a blizzard of snow in Michigan, and I would get down into Kentucky, and they'd maybe have some ice and things like that. But yeah, you're right. The snow doesn't go that far down. Killer X says, when I built my new house, I paid extra for a gas line to the dryer and the stove. The absolute best decision of my life. Electricity is so expensive. Yeah. If you can do that, that's the way to go, right? Get it all set up when you're doing the work to begin with. Everybody's going to these. I'm very curious though about these. What do you call them? Heat pumps, electric heat pumps. You see them popping up everywhere. I don't know if they're super economical. They only work to a certain temperature, right? So even around here, they would be okay for a lot of the year. But once it got super cold out, you have to have another heat source to kick in. But I have to wonder how much hydro they use, even though it seems like they're trying to push people that direction. Hi, Noble.
How are you doing today? What's your temperature like? Because we are chilly, but many of our neighbors to the south are doing quite well.
What do you got? They had 8 inches of snow at one point there.
That's a lot for
last year. Yeah, that would be quite a mess in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Panhandle, I'm trying to remember. So that's the upper part, right? So is that like Pensacola, that neck of the woods, or am I off on that one?
So what did we end up with the other day? Was 14?
Noble's been running his tiller. Well, Noble, I have my snowblower out. Yeah, I'm not sure about those heat pumps either, Killer. True dork. Yeah, exactly. They want to push that, get away from the fossil fuels and stuff. So I have to wonder how efficient they really are. T-shirt weather where Noble is. Puttycat says many people are turning solar for power source. You can even sell it back to the energy company. Yeah, they've had that option here for a long time.
It's very expensive to get into.
But it's very expensive here. And even some of the farmers have put great big panels in the fields and stuff. And some of them never ever really did get put into use because the cost and the kickback stopped and things like that. Okay, yeah, so Delighted Acres says when the heat pump is nice, but when it kicks in, the electric meter spins. Yeah, I have to wonder, right? I mean, if your hydro is cheap enough, it's one thing, but I feel like our hydro here is expensive, but of course, we're considered low residential, and it costs just for delivery. I want to say it's usually $70 or $80 a month.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Is
that's
cost
just
of delivery.
Yeah, it's just delivery. That's not even usage. I think the delivery is sometimes more than our usage. It's crazy. Pensacola, yeah, Tallahassee. Okay, I was in the right area. 10, 20 years, yeah. I guess if you're young enough to do it and you're not going to move, and I don't know how much it'd be. I don't know if that'd be a good resale or not. Like especially when they put them on roofs and things like that. I always think to myself, that's a lot of weight on the roof. What if you have to redo your shingles or something like that? You got to tear all that off. I mean, it's got to add a lot of expense. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
What was the other thing that was similar with geothermal?
Fire bowls. Welcome in. Hello from Port Royal, California.
Hi, thank you for coming in.
Yes, welcome. And sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. I was just saying geothermal is
Oh,
another
geothermal,
one where
yeah.
you can invest to.
Again, very
money
expensive.
afterwards or
Very
something.
expensive. I did have somebody when we put our furnace in. I did have a guy come in and give us a quote for geothermal, but it was, I forget, $20,000 $20,000. Metal roofs, yeah. That's what I want to do on ours. Ours is still okay, but we've been here quite a while, and we didn't do the roof. It was done, I forget how many years before we moved in, but eventually, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a metal roof on the house, and probably at that time get the roof done here on the shop as well, so that everything matches. I've done all the roofs on the barns and sheds and stuff that I built here, but I think I will have a professional do it in the case of the house and stuff, because I don't want any issues.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about it. It will last for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get some pretty nice roofs. They got some really nice stuff out there.
And since he's all about resale value.
Yeah, every time I do something, I tease Cindy, because Cindy is one of the people that never plans to move. So every time I do something, I'm like, well, that should add value, right? That should have the value for resale.
Every nice thing we do around here is like, oh, it's adding resale value.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same, because if we're not moving, as Cindy says we're not, then I'll probably do the same. I'll invest in a good metal roof at some point, so that as I get older, because I mean, if I was to do a shingle roof, I would just do it myself, but then by the time I was due to be done again, I would be much older than I am now, and probably not a good idea for me to be doing it at that point, I'm assuming. So even now, I don't love to get on the roof anymore. It's, don't feel quite as steady as I used to. So I mean, when in my younger years, when I was out of high school and stuff like that, I did work for a roofing company, and that was, we get up on these old Victorian homes with a 12-12 pitch, and you'd be walking on boards and stuff like that, right, and on roof jacks. But
just leave it to the professionals.
Yeah, not anymore.
I guess you were a professional at that time, but.
Well, I probably never was a professional, but it's like now, jack of all trades, master of none. And Noble says it was 11.66 degrees Celsius this morning. That's about the temperature it is actually right now in here with the stove going. It's gotten colder, guys. It's now 10.5 degrees. It was, when we started the live, it was over 11.
I see you're saying that it's 20 Celsius now, but for a second I thought it was -20. I'm like, whoa.
No, we don't bounce like we used to. And a couple of years ago, I did bounce.
You bounced, yes.
I had a ladder kick out on me, went on the back deck, and fortunately, I wasn't very high up, but it could have been bad.
Kids thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, the kids thought I was putting on a show because I came down right in front of the patio door.
The big glass door.
Big glass door, yeah. So it was, yeah. Fortunately, I didn't hurt anything. It's just my pride, but it was bad.
They thought Daddy put on an awesome show.
Yeah. They got a laugh out of me. Of course. Yeah. Wasn't good.
No. There's still a mark on the door from when the ladder scraped, like the rubber.
Yeah.
Won't come off.
Could have been worse.
Killer Rex. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, he has more energy than I do, that's for sure.
Yeah, I try. You know what? I've been a little bit lazy the last little while, but where I work, it's been very, very steady. And I know I've mentioned it in more than once in our videos, so I won't go on about it. But I'm off this weekend. But previously, I was off one day the previous weekend. But we got the snowstorm. Prior to that, I was 3 weeks without a day off. And then prior to that, it was probably the same thing because it's just been that way. It's been very busy. But there's always stuff that has to get done, and I'm the type of person where if I don't get it done, it bothers me. So, there's a lot of animals here that I would feel pretty guilty if I don't get them taken care of properly. So, but yeah, I wish I had more energy. It was one day last week, actually before we got the snowstorm, guys, because we have all our leaves down, and I went around with the bagger, the mulching and bagger on the back of the mower, the machine. And it gets dark here now until 5 o'clock, 5:30. And I was out, I think it was 7:30 when I finally came in the house, but I wanted to get all those leaves because I put them in all the aviaries with all the chickens and turkeys and whatnot, just give them compost to go with, so you have a bit of a deep litter going, let's put it that way. So, but right after that, that's when that snow came, so I'm thankful that I got that done because it would have been an even bigger mess around here.
It's really my nose is running.
Exterior of your house is metal, yeah, that's probably a good thing. I guess I have to restain ours. You guys have probably noticed in our videos that we have like a board and batten type style. The garage, like the shop, and the house is the same thing. And when we moved in, I don't know when it had been done, but it was the color was a lot more vibrant, right? And it's well due to be stained again because of course it's wearing out. And as far as I understand, I don't think you can paint over stain. I think you have to stain. And I did recently buy a paint sprayer, just a cheap one at the Princess Auto store I talk about. And I got that so I could paint some OSB that I talked about earlier because I'm going to use it to cover the aviary so before the blizzards type of weather get here. And because I want the wood to last, I don't want it to just soak up moisture and whatnot. So anyway, so I'm thinking maybe next year I'll try spraying stain on the house and the garage, the shop and stuff. Maybe I'll start with the shop and make sure I don't that it works and I don't mess up. Because I think to try to roll it on or to try to brush it on would be a huge task.
Mm-hmm. Can I interrupt?
Yes.
We only have 1 minute to go, so
Whoa.
if you can confirm, Robbie, can you once again confirm for me who you know will be going on tonight and if anyone has canceled.
Yes. Is everybody doing their lives tonight, guys?
Not to put you on the spot, but you
No,
are
you
the
all-
guy with
Rob-
the knowledge.
Robbie always seems to know. Robbie's the guy that gets the text messages going and things like that.
Yeah.
So typically, guys, just so for you guys that are watching, if you're interested, Hippie Cow Yay Homestead is on next. Right after them, an hour later, is Money Pit Homestead with Donald and Lisa. And right after that, you'll see Wild Huckleberry in our chat here has their channel live. Definitely go check them out, guys. And after that should be Dyer Family Farms, and then Red Dirt Rooster Road. And I think that is everybody for the lineup. Rebecca, I don't know if you've been doing your lives lately. Rebecca, who was in the chat earlier, normally does her live before us. I'm not sure she is. She's kind of missed a few weeks because she was under the weather. But anyway, guys.
Robbie says no one has canceled as far as he knows.
Okay, thank you for posting the link, Robbie. Do appreciate that. So go check them out, guys. And don't forget to give us that thumbs up before you take off, please. And we will see you next week. Hey, don't forget that video that's coming out at midnight tonight. See you guys.
Thanks for making the time fly.
Yes, thank you.